Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great fifth wheel trade-in value from Parkway RV Center. We just recently took in this older Avion fifth wheel. This is a 1999 Fleetwood Avion, model number 375U. It's a triple slide, 4 seasons fifth wheel. For those of you who've been around RVs in a while, you know in the mid to late 90s, Avion was considered one of the top-of-the-line fifth wheels that money could buy. These were very, very expensive when they were new, and even though this thing's 18 years old, it's still in very good condition for the year model. Now, it is 18 years old. It's not going to be perfect. It's been modified a little bit, and I'll show you that inside, but, you know, for the money and the price, this is not a bad choice, folks. Very well insulated. In fact, at the time, this was the best insulated fifth wheel on the market when it was new, back in 1999, and still definitely a great choice if you need something for winter time or something for housing. This unit, folks, is a 1999. It's 38 feet long, weighs 12,500 pounds. We're going to check it out, make sure all the major systems work like they're supposed to. If we find anything wrong with it during the inspection, we're going to fix it. All that included $12,900, and that's a bargain for this. To me, it seems like just a few short years ago, if you had Avion in the name of your fifth wheel, you had a $25,000, $30,000 fifth wheel. But like I said, these are, and you can see from the outside, there's no delamination. The striping and finish for an 18-year-old RV is actually in pretty remarkable condition. All 3 power slide outs work great. Got an awning. We're going to make sure the awning works great. Now, this thing is heavier than your average 38-foot fifth wheel. And that's because it's so heavy insulated. I mean, if you want something to use in the wintertime, something that's not going to freeze you out, this is a great choice. Corners aren't beat up. I like the way they got the molded one-piece fiberglass cap on the front and the back. It's a sign of a well-built fifth wheel, folks. Eliminate straight edges where most leak problems occur. Tires look great. And if you're needing a affordable fifth wheel and you want a lot of bang for the buck, this is definitely a good choice for you. Plus, if you need something that, if you're going to live in one, folks, let's be honest with you, the heavier it is, the better it's built. And if you're going to live in one, especially in the wintertime, you want to stay away from the lightweight models. They're just not as well insulated. This right here is something you can stay in, be comfortable year round. And at $12,900, folks, this is priced where you can go to your local bank or credit union, get you a short-term loan, and still have a very affordable payment. You don't have to go out and finance 144 months because you're only financing $12,900. So let's take a look inside. And remember, folks, at the $12,900 haggle-free option A price, that includes a major systems inspection by our certified RV techs and a walkthrough demonstration by the RV tech showing you everything works after it's been through our service area. Let's look inside. Now, the previous owners have installed some really nice looking hardwood floors in here sometime in the past few years that look great. The accent lights work. You can see under the stove. And you're looking at it just how we got it in. We haven't done anything to it. You've got a leather sleeper sofa. You've got matching leather recliners in the back. That's actually factory furniture. Table and chairs. Got the nice light fixtures. And when you look at an older fifth wheel like this, folks, you want to look for leaks. And I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't found a thing. I haven't found a soft spot, a wrinkled spot. Everything's in good shape. It's got that carpeted headliner. Notice the crowned roof. It doesn't have a flat roof or water stands. I mean, this is actually, as far as condition-wise, is well above average for a 1999 model. Got an 8 cubic foot Dometic Elite refrigerator freezer that works. I've got it on electric right now. It's getting cold. Clean. And like I said, folks, there's no such thing as a perfect 1999 model used fifth wheel, but I think you're going to be fairly impressed with this one. Now, I don't know if this is factory or not. I do remember course, that's been a long time ago because I was just got started in the RV industry when this thing was new. I'd only been in it a couple of years. And a little writing desk, you know, that may be factory, it may not be. But if it's not factory, they did a good job putting it in. Got your books and manuals, it's ready for your TV. Now it is set up for the old style CRT TVs, of course. And we can add a TV, folks. Just ask your salesperson for a price. And all you got to do is just pay us back for the TV, the mount, and pay somebody to put it in. Or I'm sure most of you will probably have a TV around the house you can stick in here as well. These are real Corian countertops, which is a man-made marble, and they look great. They're not cracked up. It's got one little crack right here on the stovetop cover, which it's probably been there for years, doesn't affect the functionality of it whatsoever. Somebody just probably slammed it down too hard. And even though this is a 18-year-old fifth wheel, folks, it's still got some many modern conveniences. You've got a microwave and a convection oven. You know, most of these fifth wheels you look at, you either have a microwave and an oven, or you have a stove top and a microwave convection oven. This has got both. You've got two ovens. You've got a propane oven, then you got your electric oven, and it can also be a microwave. Like I said, 8 cubic foot refrigerator, freezer, lots of storage in here. You've got a leather sleeper sofa back there, and you've got plenty of room for an air mattress if you need to sleep more people in here. So you can sleep 4 on paper, but like I said, you've got room to sleep a couple more on an air mattress if you needed to. Ducted roof air will make sure it's ice cold. It is plumbed for a washer and dryer. And folks, believe it or not, these Avions were so well insulated that you could keep it cool with one 15,000 BTU air. You didn't have to have 2 airs. And that's why most of the used Avions you look at just have 1 air, because that's all it was needed. Step up here, folks. Nice walk-through bathroom, matching Corian vanity top here, sink, nice faucets. Let's see if I can. You've got a clean shower. Instead of a skylight, you've actually got a fantastic vent fan, which to me makes a whole lot more sense to draw that steam out from that shower instead of a skylight, and you can still stick your head through it if you're a tall guy like me. So, private water closet, porcelain RV toilet, of course, another vent fan. It's like they've done some custom artwork right here. It does have the setups for a washer and dryer stack unit. And if you would like us to add one, just contact our salespeople for a price. Got a Queen Island bed in the front. Got a little makeup, get ready area. I love all this dark cherry wood, folks. You got a big closet across the front with sliding mirror doors. I'm gonna tell you, this is as nice as some of the fifth wheels I have for twice the price. And I know this is a 1999 model, but this thing is clean. It's been well taken care of. I mean, like I said, you're going to have a few little cosmetic flaws like that right there, and you know, stuff like that's to be expected on this vintage of an RV. But like I said, back in the 90s, this was one of the top brands you could buy in a fifth wheel, and it's you're going to be impressed, folks. I mean, there's no doubt about it. For the money and the fact that it will be checked out and ready to go is pretty impressive for this brand of fifth wheel. $12,900 is our haggle-free option A price, and we have 2 different prices here, option A and option B. Option A is what I call the worry-free, stress-free option, because that option A not only includes a clean 1999 Avion 375U fifth wheel with 3 slides. That also includes a major systems check by our certified RV techs that will be completed after purchase. We don't check them out until we sell them, because that allows us to not have to have 20 or 25 RV techs in our shop, and those guys make killer money. So if I have to hire that many to pre-check 170 plus units, my prices are going to go up by several $1,000s on each unit, just because of my higher overhead. Nobody wants that. That doesn't benefit anybody. So what we do is in order to save money, we've done it like this for almost 50 years, is we do not check them out till we sell them. And plus, a lot of people that buy used RVs, myself included, I prefer to see them like this. I prefer to see how the previous owners kept it and maintained it before I spend my hard-earned money, because anybody can polish up an old turd to make it look like a diamond. But when you see the way it was actually kept and how it was actually maintained, it makes it a lot easier to feel confident about your purchase of a used RV, because you can buy the junkiest fifth wheel in the world and a good reconditioning team can make it look brand new. But when you see it the way it was traded in, the way it was kept, you get a really good impression about what you're buying and how well it was maintained. And folks, I don't care how good the deal is. If it's not a nice RV, then you're just going to inherit somebody else's problems. But you can look at this one in person, folks. It's clean, it's nice, it's not beat up. I mean, keep in mind it is 18 years old, so of course it's going to have some use on it, like any 18-year-old vehicle will. But like I said, if you've been looking at 18-year-old fifth wheels and you look at this one, this is definitely, if you look at 118-year-old fifth wheels, this will definitely be in the top 5 as far as condition. In 12.9, folks, like I said, that's no worries. We'll check the unit out for you. When you get here to pick it up, we will give you a complete walkthrough demonstration so you know how to operate everything. We can help you arrange delivery if need to. This is 12,500 pounds, so make sure your pickup truck is rated to tow that much weight in a fifth wheel. Don't ask an RV dealer what your pickup truck can tow, because you ask 10 different RV dealers what your truck can tow, you're going to hear 10 different answers. That's something you don't want to play around with. Call your new vehicle dealer. If you drive a Ford, call your Ford dealer, Chevy dealer, Toyota dealer, whoever you got. Ask for the service department, give them the VIN number off your truck, and ask them specifically not what your towing capacity is, but what your fifth wheel towing capacity is. These later model trucks, they have 2 different tow ratings. They've got behind the bumper and on top of the bed. So you want to get the fifth wheel, which is on top of the bed, towing capacity, because it will be a little bit more than your trailer towing capacity. And if you can, get them to write you an email with a company letterhead, print it out, put it in your owner's manual. I mean, you can look it up on the internet. You can get a broad eye. You can kind of get an idea. You can look at forums and blogs, try to get an idea. But the only way you're going to know what your particular truck is rated to tow is to call your dealer and get that information direct from the service department. Most of the time, it's absolutely free. And if you ever get into an accident, folks, it's happened to customers of mine in the past. If you're towing more, the first thing that happens if you get in an accident and your insurance company investigates, first thing they're going to look up is they're going to call the local dealer, get your fifth wheel towing capacity, just like I told you to do. Then they're going to do research on your fifth wheel, see how much it weighs from the factory. They're going to guess how much cargo you got in there, and if you're towing more than your truck is rated to handle, they will, well, not all the time, but many companies will deny your claim. And it's happened to a couple of customers of mine, even when the accident wasn't their fault, because it was considered a safety hazard because they were towing more than they were recommended to tow. In fact, I even think one of them got a ticket for it. So please, folks, don't play around with that. Don't depend on the RV dealer to tell you what your vehicle can tow. That's your responsibility. Only way you're going to know for sure is to contact your new vehicle dealer. And folks, again, we also offer nationwide delivery. We have delivery options for you. If you live within 100 miles one way of us, we'll deliver this for free, because I know a lot of you are going to be looking at this as temporary housing. So I understand that you don't want to go out and buy a truck, a 3/4 or 1-ton truck, diesel truck, and pay another $1,000 to get a fifth wheel hitch put in for something you're going to move one time, set it up on some property, and leave it. Like I said, we have delivery options for you, and if you ever need it moved, I've got people's names and numbers that we can give you that can move it for you very reasonable. So definitely help you out with that if that's the case. And you can underpin these just like a mobile home. I mean, it's very, very easy to live comfortably in one of these big fifth wheels, folks. But anyway, that price of $12,900 includes inspection, Includes a walkthrough, demonstration, includes starter kit, 45-day temporary tag, and more, plus free local delivery up to 100 miles one way. For those of you who, no matter how low the price is, you still got to have a discount, you still want to do haggling. You know, I know that's kind of a thing of the past now, as most people know, thanks to the internet, with everybody pricing their stuff online. If our prices weren't the or one of the lowest prices on the internet, for a 99 Avion 375, our phones wouldn't ring, our lots would be empty, email boxes would be empty, and we certainly wouldn't be selling almost 600 used RVs a year, because everybody price shops. I know every one of you is going to look up every 99 Avion in the country you can find and compare the price to this before you even pick up a phone and call us. So, but we do understand there's still some of you out there that will not buy unless you get some kind of discount. So that's why we have option B. Option B is you're buying the unit just like it sets in the video. No inspection, no walkthrough. We'll give you a starter kit and a temporary tag, folks. That's it. And that saves us time and money, because I'm not having to pay an RV tech to check this unit out and pay them again to do a walkthrough and a demonstration, because those guys, they make more money in an RV dealership than anybody. And there's such short supply and high demand right now. Certified RV techs, folks, can make as much as many accountants or even some lawyers and doctors. So they can seriously make some big money. I've known several RV techs that make 6 figures a year, folks. And of course, you know, I can't afford to hire 20 or 25 of them without drastically increasing the prices on our used RVs, and that doesn't benefit anybody. So if I don't have to pay one of them to do a checkout, folks, I don't have to pay them to do an inspection, I'll be happy to discount this unit, what those services cost us, save you a little bit of money. It's entirely up to you, folks. Now, if you've never owned a RV before, my personal recommendation is go with option A. However, you know, if you've owned a few before, you know your way, you know how to do basic repairs, you may want to take the discount, take it like it is. Either way you go, folks, if you want to come down here and look at this fifth wheel in person before you decide if you want to do option A or B, just give us a call, make an appointment, 24 hours notice minimum. We'll have the unit plugged into power. You can do your own inspection. You can look through it and decide then if you want to do option A or option B. And if you want a price on option B, call our sales department. If you want a list of what we check out and repair if needed for the price you pay, and to check current lead time on a fifth wheel checkout, and on how our sales process works, folks, pick up your phone, call our sales department. 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. We're a 49-year-old family-owned and operated used RV dealership, third generation. One of the oldest, largest, and most successful independently owned used RV dealerships in the United States today. Folks, we started way back in 1968. Same location we're at now. We're not a franchise dealer. We don't have multiple locations. We have one lot, acres of used RVs, over 170 used RVs in stock, more than any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us. We sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year, folks. In other words, we price these things to sell, not sit around and have grass grow under them. I mean, these things are in and out quickly. And I can't tell you how many of these things I've sold that people have called from hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles away, and bought within hours of the video posting online. Because, you know, this is a lot of fifth wheel for $12,900. I mean, literally, you're buying a $20,000 fifth wheel for $12,900. And we do take trade-ins. And like I said, this thing is priced where you can go to your local bank or credit union, get you a 48 or 60-month loan, save you a bunch of money on interest, and still keep a very affordable payment. But however, we do still have financing available through the nationwide lenders. A little bit more of a process than going to your own bank or credit union, but if you want to go that route, go to our website, fill out an application, parkwayrvcenter.com, and make sure you remember, minimum down payment is 10% cash or trade equity. And the lower your score is, the higher the down payment will be. And all financing, of course, is with approved credit only. And we go through the same big nationwide lenders that the big dealers go through. And we have 0 interest rate markup. In other words, other dealers mark their interest rates up 3 or 4% over what they got you approved for. All we charge you is what we call the buy rate, which is what the bank approved you for. So if the bank approves you for 5%, you pay 5%, not 7.5% or 8% like the other dealers charge you when you got approved for 5% at the bank. Or like I said, we're more than happy to work with your own bank or credit union. A payment on $12,900, folks, is something that pretty much anybody can afford. Very, very low payment. Delivery available. If you have any questions, call us 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Our website's parkwayrvcenter.com, and you can email us at sales@parkwayrvcenter.com. Thank you for watching my video. Like I said, the Avion in its day was definitely one of the premier brands of RVs on the market, and still is. And you're going to be impressed. The solid wood cabinets, the Corian countertops, the 4 seasons insulation, the enclosed underbelly, and much, much more. I mean, that's a lot of fifth wheel for the money. And the fact that it's going to be checked out and ready to go is even more comfort to you because you don't have to worry about working on it. Thanks again for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.